I really operated for the longest time under the supposition that free will is a real thing. And I know this is a complex thing because yes, God gives us free will. But hear me out. Is it really free will if
it's my Jordan year? I am living with no fear, moving myself from here to here. I elevate because I am a woman of faith.
Good morning, fellow humans. So, where have I been? I'm gonna tell you guys for free what sucks. What sucks is being heartbroken so many times that you end up breaking the heart of somebody who had nothing to do with those multiple heartbreaks. Generally, this is why they emphasize not getting into a relationship when you're young, because the ramifications of breaking a heart you did not mean to break, because your heart has been broken, and not intentionally, but by habits that you've picked up from inconsistencies and all of these weird things you allow in relationship that are not the one or the two or the three. I have just, First things first, I'd like to acknowledge that it is 5 o'clock in the morning, and yes, I am sweaty. It's actually 5:30. I just did my morning workout. It is intense but beautiful. What a beautiful way to start the day. Firstly, Dumelang Bagolo, hello and hi, welcome back to my channel. Africa. For all of you who don't know, hi, my name is Gomo and welcome to Everyday with Gomo. Where have I been? I have currently been battling the oversharers complex. So as you would have seen in the last clip, obviously I was high-key going through it. But then that was the last day I shot any type of video, because I was like, must they see you down? Must they see you down and out? And the reason why I'm going through an oversharers complex is because I don't know if you guys have this sentiment of the internet, right? That we're all just living our lives publicly. Like, y'all be knowing what a person's room looks like. Y'all be knowing what a person's house looks like. Y'all be knowing what a person's going through. And do you know what I mean? So that's kind of sort of the complex that I've been going through, because I'm just like, as much as I love the YouTube vibe, sorry, I'm gonna just switch positions. Hold on. As I was saying, as much as I love the YouTube vibe, and as much as I love content creation, I think this is the complex that I face, because I'll have conversations with my mom and she'll be like, do you need to be posting everything? And it's like, that time I'm not even trying to be posting everything. I'm just trying to be just living my life the way. Do you know what I mean? But also it's like, people be knowing too much, and sometimes people be using the things that they know about you to your demise. So it's like, when is too much? When is much too much? Do you know what I mean? Like, when is it oversharing, and when is it like, okay, this is fine too? And who defines that line of oversharing? I guess everybody would define the line of oversharing, but I was watching a sermon not so long ago that says, actually, monitoring spirits aren't spirits, they're people. And high key, people be the one monitoring your life and be doing these weird stuff. So, hey man, I'm trying to get to a point where an equilibrium, that is, in terms of the content that I put out. Like, is Everyday with Gamu you seeing literally every single day with me and exactly what my day looks like? Because it can be a bit complex. Do you know what I mean? This is why I have a thing about, this is just me, this is why I have a complex about reality TV and being African. Like, I don't think, and hear me out, right? I don't think Mahoa experienced the level of witchery and witchcraftness that we encounter. And take that with a grain of salt, because I get Mahoa aloi. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that Africans, skabatu, but who will use things that they know against you, but who will use the things that they know against you, and it's things that you're willfully displaying. Do you know what I mean? So that's the complex I'm going through with social media right now. It's like, I love content creation. Oh my gosh, you should see how pretty the clouds look. Please hold on. How pretty is that sunset? Oh, sunrise. You'll get a sunset, my goodness. Oh, that's so pretty. If you guys could see this, these are the things I like seeing in the AMs. Oh my goodness. Oh wow. Wow. That's cool. This is really cool. Like I was saying, this is the complex I'm going through with social media, is that it's too much. And this is not for everyone, right? But I think I've just been trying to reevaluate, actually, what type of life do I want? What type of life do I want? Like I said, this is going to be a new way that you interact with me. You guys are pretty much seeing me as I process this thing out. But turning 25 hit a different switch for me. Not in a pressure-wise, but in a reflective-wise of like what type of life I want. And I have concluded really that I really do want a peaceful, and dare I say, private, loving, love-filled life with marriage and kids. And I wonder if I want to expose my kids to social media the way I had exposed my siblings to social media. And I haven't even done much, but the way that the world is, Matsatia, I really feel like I don't want my kids to be known by Batu. I don't want my man to be known by Batu unless he willfully chooses for that to be the case. But the way things are in this life thing, and for the sake of the longevity of the marriage I will be in, the sake of my kids' sanity, the sake of just peace, really, I wonder if social media is that space for me. As much as I love it. Like, I enjoy it, but it comes with things, hey? It comes with things. So, like, yeah, I think that's kind of sort of my mindset. Really, that's where I'm at. Why I've been MIA-ish is because I've been going through an oversharers complex. I never want it to be like we're not, having this conversation. It's a beautiful conversation to have because I genuinely acknowledge the people that are on the other side of the screen. In that same breath, I never want, familiarity breeds contempt. And I've seen a lot of other content creators go through it. I've seen celebrities go through it where, because we're so comfortable from an entertainer's perspective, from you consuming what I'm giving you, it can breed contempt. As in, like, God, we know each other like that, which is, it's nice, but it's not like, is it the life that I want? So I hope you guys are hearing me in this chat, right? I'm just trying to suss out like what it is that would work best for me. So yeah, anyway, that's where I've been. I'm just trying to yeah, I've been saying I'm trying to, because really I've just been debalaring it, trying to figure out like what works for me, what doesn't work for me. Yeah, man, I guess it's just the chat of protecting ourselves and really not even. Yeah, I would like to segue into this clip by, I don't know if he's a bishop, a pastor, or a prophet. I will correct myself after I segue into this clip.
Why tell everybody that you are cutting a man? Keep it secret. Keep that relationship private until you go to the altar. Stop saying everything. Keep things secret until they materialize. Don't tell anybody until it comes to pass. Let them hear it as only testimony. When you're still initiating, planning it, going for it, don't tell anybody. monitoring spirits are too much.
Because why are you telling people? Why? Before the thing is sealed, before it's final, why are we showing people our people? Why are we doing all of these things? You know, these are the things to consider as an African person, right? I'm not saying you must live your life in fear, not even an African person, as a person in general. I'm not saying you live your life in fear. I'm not saying that Papa God is not protecting us. I'm not saying that. I'm saying, why give the ops information that they don't be needing? Do you understand? It's like now they know which pinpoint to target in your life, like where are your pressure points, where is this thing. So these are the things I've been considering with my own life, the oversharers complex, and really what type of content I would like to display moving forward. I think my playlists bang, and I think that's where I'm going to be headed to. I don't want to lie to you guys. That's what I'm saying. Even the way we interact is going to be a bit different. It will be solely on the music front. Either me in studio, either us bumping my project, either me writing, either me doing my playlists for the week. I really think, covers, definitely, because I love shooting covers, and I haven't shot a cover in like 2 years, which is wild, because I've been thinking about singing again. Singing covers, for clarity. So, yeah, I think that's kind of sort of the future of me creating, unless I'm led to do otherwise. But yeah, let me know in the comment section, what do you feel about the oversharers complex? Because I feel like people be knowing too much, and it's because I be telling them the things that they're not supposed to even be knowing. Do you know what I mean? How much do you convict people to, how much do you provoke people to act based on the information you've given them, right? So for the sake of a life of peace, I wonder, like, this is just me, like, even doing every day with Gamo, I wonder if when the day comes that or the day comes where I'm getting married and stuff like that, does that mean I'm obligated to share? No, it doesn't mean that. But why do I feel like that might be the trajectory based on the type of interactions I'm having now? I'm shooting every day and doing all of this stuff. So I think to prepare myself for this new season, and I say new season as in like 25 and upwards, like the next 10 years, 25 to 35, and then from 35 to 45. That's how I look at my life in 10-year sections, I guess. To prepare myself for the next 10 years, I really want to change the dynamic now before a person pops. Because I feel like I am doing something and then I switch it up, which you're allowed to. But anyway, this is kind of sort of where I've been. I know I've been babbling, but I feel like we'll call this a chit chat. Do you know what I mean? Like, we're just chatting about the trajectory of the channel and really what type of content you'd be consuming from me. I think also just, it would only solely be on the creative pursuit side. I think when it comes to the personal life, I also want to give myself space to grow as a person. But the past 2 months have hit me a bit hard because I realized that I created this fallacy in my mind that I knew what I needed to know about the certain things I was going through, until like a different perspective hit me and I was like, whoa, I don't know anything. And it's crazy because I be saying that we don't know anything, but I guess I didn't know what that meant either. I don't want to formulate opinions that have one perspective, which I think I've been doing. I feel like I haven't explored enough of this world and myself to formulate such definite opinions about what life is supposed to look like, which is a preconceived notion that I kind of went with, based on what I thought I knew. But being exposed to different perspectives really does change your perspective. Yes, we know these things, but I mean, once you put in a situation where your perspective, which you believed to be true, is counteractive to another person's perspective and their truth, and both truths can coexist with another person's perspective who's outside of the truth, who's outside of both perspectives. Do you understand? It's like 3 perspectives. It's like that drawing, man. I'll find it. until you're in a situation that provokes your frame of mind like that, you start realizing, actually, it's okay to humble yourself and be like, I can be next, and just be okay with the process of learning and flowing from a place of being a student, like a genuine student of this life thing. So this is where I'm at. And based on that, I think that the world and I have a big classroom energy right now. Me and the universe that God created have a classroom energy. I'm just learning. I'm soaking up information. I'm listening to different perspectives, even perspectives I don't agree with. And let me tell you something. That thing will shift you a bit. I don't have, well, we know this, but you don't have to agree, right? But you can listen. So I'm training my ear to listen, because I've realized that as much as I'd be listening to other people's perspectives, in heart and in mind, I'll just be like, oh my gosh, this doesn't make sense. Oh, da 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 da. I'm silencing that chat and being able to actually just hear someone. Yes, we can talk it out. Yes, we don't have to agree, but hear them with an open heart and be like, oh wow, I get the perspective that you're coming from. Is the type of life I want to live. Like an open-minded being who isn't dictated by these paradigms that we've been living in as human beings, who isn't dictated by the forces of nature that have kind of equipped us to be the people that we are right now, you know, from us believing what we believe to the things that I enjoy. Like, where do all of these preconceived notions come from? Who am I? And who am I in a space where I can grow and really put myself outside of the constructs of society based on who I am right now? Who is me in a space where I'm around people I absolutely don't agree with? Like, who's that Han? And I want to get to know her, because what does my perspective sound like? Am I able to listen to other people clearly, or am I pretentiously thinking I'm listening, but in my mind I'm having an internal dialogue that's just like, actually not even listening to this chat? So this has become a very long video, but I just wanted to give you some context as to what my frame of mind is right about now. Crazy stuff. But don't forget to leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe. Road to 10K subbies. And yeah, let's keep these conversations going. I really believe that Bagolo, our relationship's gonna change here, but fret not. It's still going to be beautiful vibes. I just think that we'll be having more conversations like this as I grow. Obviously, my perspective now might not be the same a year from now, might not be the same a month from now. As you would have seen, now I'm the type of person that's ever thinking about existential crises. Also, I always happen to think I'm in an existential crisis because, like, I keep learning different things and I'm like, wow, actually, what you know is not what you know. It's what you think you know. And there's a big difference between what you think you know and what is. So, Buffett, existential. These are the reasons why I think I want to study philosophy. I just want to hear like these. I just want to hear it because I have complexes about free will. I really operated for the longest time under the supposition that free will is a real thing. And I know this is a complex thing because yes, God gives us free will. But hear me out. Is it really free will if my mom and I were talking about Jonah and how Jonah had to get swallowed by a whole fish, a big fish, just to go somewhere where he clearly said he didn't want to go. He didn't want to go. Jonah didn't want to go. So my complex with free will is that knowing that Papa God knows the end from the beginning, do we really have a choice, right? Because the script is written out, right? There's a scripture that says, I know what they ask before they ask it. Oh my goodness, paraphrasing, but God says he knows what we ask before we ask it. So again, I say, even the things we ask, even the person that you are right now, even the things that you're doing now is part of the plan. So this is my complex with free will. Is it really free will? This is why also it's just changed my outlook and my perspective. Although yes, human, still go through my emotions, but it's happened a lot less where I'm thinking about certain things not going a certain way because it's supposed to go that way. You want the things you want because it's supposed to go that way. Like, I don't negate that there are things that can alter, plans, that there are people, there's the ops trying to do their thing, do you know what I mean? But free will is a whole conversation we need to have. Because my views on it are actually, I've since seen Korea. Almost scripting, you so. And not in a bad way. People love quoting the scripture, Jeremiah 29:11, that says, I know the plans I have for you. Whoa. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you, to give you an expected end. I think we highlight, I know the plans, and highlight expected. Like, am I making sense? So, let's discuss free will then. Based on scripture. Like, I'm not even going into the other stuff. Let's discuss free will. So, anywho, this is why I think I could study philosophy, because there are existential questions and just questions in general, not even existential, but just the things that be going on in my head, where I'm like, okay, let's have challenging, thought-provoking conversation. Anywho, don't forget to leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe. I love you guys one by one. But really, I think maybe actually the future of this channel might be to discuss these things, and not in the confines of what people would call religion. But the God that I serve gave us sound minds for us to debate these things, right? And talk about them, because it's the life we're living. So anywho, that was just a precursor to let you know, we might just be having some really interesting chats just about paradigms, free will, all of these very interesting things that govern the universe in which we exist in. The universe who, at one word, is still standing. So it's another conversation, right? So anywho, I'll see you guys. Let's have this conversation another time. See you guys.